It's such an honor to be here today. When I was asked to be the person who marries you two, I was I was overjoyed and felt the sacred responsibility. And I want to welcome all of you tonight to this wonderful occasion, and thank you on behalf of the bride and groom for coming to this this celebration and this momentous occasion, really. And so I thought we should just take a moment to think about what is it we're celebrating tonight with this marriage of Karl and Hannah. I've been thinking about it, and I've come to think that there's a couple of things I really wanted to emphasize. One is that a marriage is about family. And it's a family in the sense that we're creating a new family with this marriage of Karl and Hannah. And that's a great thing. You know, it's a beautiful thing. But it's not just the new family. There's existing families. There's the Andresen family and the extended Andresen family of the Conroyds and the Rosenwinkels and the Agathers and the Marks and the Pepicks. And there's Karl's family, Karl's extended family as well. And many of his relatives cannot be here tonight with us, but we honor them and think of them tonight because the joining of these two families is a big part of what we're celebrating tonight. And one of the great things about family is that it really has the ability to collapse time in a way, because this new family is the future, the prospect of future generations. But family is also our ancestors, those that have gone on before us and can't be here with us tonight, but yet we carry their love with us and can share it with each other on a day like this. That's a pretty special thing to do. And that takes me to the second thing, or the third thing, if you think family has two parts, that is the most important thing that we're celebrating tonight. For marriage is a celebration of love. You know, when I was asked to do this and I started to think about this process, I was listening to some music. I'm a music lover, and there's a group called Alt J, and they have a song called Nara. And Nara is a city in Japan where deer are sacred. And there's, you know, it's kind of coincidental or maybe cosmic, but last night as we were driving home from the rehearsal dinner, we're going through the forest. And what should come out of the woods in front of us but a mother deer and two does? And they just were majestic. It was magical. They walked across the road in front of us in such splendor and beauty. But it made me think of the power of the universe, because I was thinking of this song, Nara. And I wanted to quote to you a line from Nara, which goes like this. It says, love. Love is the warmest color. It's a beautiful thought when you think of love as a color, a warm color. But of course, love is much more than just a warm color. I believe love is the most powerful force in the universe. You might even say that love forms the fabric of the universe. So when I think of true love, I realize, and I see it before me actually, when I look at these two together. I know they have found it, and I can tell you from my own experience how I can confirm this. A few Christmases ago, I came back to Chicago to visit with family for the holidays, and Hannah was in town with Karl, and I saw Hannah, you know, after having not seen her for a few years, but I recognized, you know, the Hannah that I knew as a baby girl, and being her uncle, I've known her whole life, and I also knew her as a young little girl, and I used to tease her and her sister, Tessa. I would tease them that I was going to chase them, catch them, and use a knife to cut their toes off. That was a long time ago. Yeah. And
he still asked you to do this today.
It's hard to believe. But it was such a wondrous thing to see Hannah grow into a beautiful woman. And she's always been beautiful. But that Christmas when I came back, she was absolutely radiant. She was glowing. And she had the look of someone who was in love. And then I met Karl for the first time, and I knew immediately why Hannah was so happy and looked with the glow of love. I instantly felt such a kinship and connection with Karl. It was a powerful thing, almost as if he was a brother. And it wasn't just me, Karl, who really felt this way. I spoke to my mom on several occasions about how great it was that Hannah and Karl had gotten together, and she always spoke so beautifully and highly of you. She really liked you. And when my mom liked somebody, they were already family. So we're just making it official tonight. So we're also incredibly happy, of course, that Hannah traveled essentially around the world to Dubai, and in doing so, these two could find each other. So that's a wonderful thing. So I guess this takes us to the part of the ceremony where we'll exchange vows. Should we do that? Let me just, I know they've each written their own vows, so they want to present their own vows. Let me just do, before we do that part, let me just ask you guys, do you want to spend the rest of your lives together?
Of course.
You do. All right. And you'll give each other shelter from the storm, to quote an old Bob Dylan song? Okay. Well, then, why don't we do the vows? Honey, you will go first. I can turn this if you want.
Karl, hayeti. Often when I tell you I love you, you ask in a joking tone, but how do you know? So today I will answer your question. I know I love you because of the way we complement each other. Your strengths are my weaknesses, and vice versa. Where I see the big picture, you're able to focus on the details to make our plans happen. I promise to utilize your strengths and continue to offer mine throughout our marriage. I know I love you because of your kindness and generosity. It was these qualities which initially attracted me to you when we first met. They are also the qualities that will make you a wonderful father to our future family. I know I love you because of your dedication to your personal growth, as well as supporting me in mine. And I promise to continue to support you as we navigate our lives together. I know I love you because in times of darkness, you are my spark. When I'm tired or sad or worried, you always know what to say or do that will subdue those feelings. And I promise to be your light as well. I know I love you because when I think of marrying you, today, our wedding day, isn't the best part. It's knowing that we get to spend the rest of our lives together. And I promise to make each day as joyous as this one today. I know I love you because I do.
Beautiful. We thought we might actually have Hannah put your ring on after having made that beautiful commitment.
Hannah, within the first month of meeting you, I knew that this was not just another encounter. Over the last 3 years, our relationship has evolved effortlessly and naturally. From going out on dates and traveling together when masks were non-existent, to spending 100 consecutive days in total lockdown with you. To then spending an entire month with your family and then 2 months with my family. Everything just flowed with nothing but green lights along the way. And when making big life decisions, I've realized that it's no longer just about me. You have become my life. Inside and out, you are a fascinating woman, Hannah. And my fascination for you only gets stronger the more stories I hear about you from your family and friends. The more board games I lose against you, intentionally.
Smart man.
And the more times we get lost on the road, only for you to put us on the right track every single time. Hannah, on this special day, I give you my word that I will protect you, support you, and be there. That I will always make sure you feel heard and respected, and that I will always make room for humor in our marriage, regardless of how challenging situations may be. I would like to add in also that as our marriage progresses, we might grow and evolve as individuals in ways that are not identical. So be assured that whoever you may want to be in the future, and whichever way you may want to grow, I'll be by your side with no judgment or resistance, but support and encouragement. You have my love and my respect today and forever.
Let's put on Hannah's ring. That was spectacularly beautiful. I can't thank you for asking me to be part of this. It's a beautiful moment. Maybe we should conclude with a prayer. Well, maybe you guys can kiss. I think that's traditionally part of this. Before we do a prayer, let's have some kissing going on. Dear Heavenly Father, on this special day, we give thanks for the greatest of gifts, for your grace, your sacrifice, for the gift of life, and most of all, for the gift of love, love that has been handed down for generations. As we celebrate today the joining together of Hannah and Karl into one family and into our embracing circle of extended family and friends, we ask that you shine your light upon them, bless them with a long and loving and prosperous marriage. May God's love be your guiding light as you travel through this world together. Trust in the Lord and love unconditionally. Amen.
Amen.
If we have another second or so, in the tradition of the Andresen family, there's a gag gift sort of part of this family engagement. And some of you weren't at the rehearsal dinner last night, but Jeff treated me to an old video of their wedding when I had given my sister a whip to on their wedding night, and Jeff bestowed that whip on Karl last night. So it's become a family heirloom. Perhaps my gift tonight will rise to that level and become a family heirloom as well.
Put it in the safe that belongs to her.
It's in the safe?
It's in her safe.
Her safe, okay. You have his and her safe. You guys are smart.
Oh, good. This bag again.
It's the bag.
Yeah.
I've matured since I gave the whip, so I'm no longer into whips. But I do have some. I do have some gifts. A his and hers set of some something that I had custom made, actually.
Do we open
You can
it
open
now?
them, sure, absolutely.
I want to see what's in there.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully they will fit.
I think I know what these are.
Oh my god. Oh,
I got them some custom-made Vans shoes
Oh, my
so they can walk through life together.
thank you, Uncle Steve.
And because they're skateboarding shoes, they can also skate through life. They're even monogrammed. If you look on the back of them, you'll see I had some.
What does this say?
They both say the same thing, love always. Thank you again. It's been such a wonderful thing. You two are meant for each other. Thank you. Oh, one other thing. the Alt J CD with the color block.
Thank you, thank you.
You have an announcement? Oh, thank you so much. I now pronounce you man and wife. I had to be reminded. This is my first time.